What's up, good people? It's Chad, the National Cigar. Blah, blah, blah. What? Say what? What's going on, everybody? It's Chad, the National Cigar guy.
Town, smoking a cigar on a Monday afternoon, acting like the weekend never really left the room. Calendar screaming, but I'm stuck on this tune. Smoking.
Coming at you on the eve of the Drew Estate Early Access. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., April 14th, they're going to reveal the two cigars that came out in the Early Access pack a few weeks back. We got these in. I smoked the fire. I tried the fire on air and gave my take on it. So what I've heard was the fire was a potentially more bolder blend, Maduro maybe premium blends, while the water is a lighter, maybe shade grown blend. Early speculation, um, not early speculation, but it is going to be. I believe this one is definitely going to be in the sweet and the sweet natured cigar, which with the sweet tip. So, uh, as anyone knows, if watched any video that I've made, it's kind of my thing. Let's get that first cold draw, see what we got. Definitely has that sweet tip, that saccharinish type tip. I mean, it's nice. I'm kind of excited to actually get this thing lit up because it I'm just getting some nice kind of sweet, rich tobacco-y flavor. Again, I'm not great at describing pulling flavor notes and everything, but what I have heard is Jonathan Drew himself has says this is not going to be part of the Deadwood line, or I think a continuation of any existing line. Speculation is whether this is infused or not, which we'll find out here shortly when I fire this thing up. Um, but that is what we're hearing online. These kits came with two 6x50 Toro cigars in it, one fire, one water. These kits came with two 6x50 Toro cigars in it, one fire, one water. So without further delay, we're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up and see what this Pure Estate Early Access water is all about. I'm excited. Well, I'll tell you what, just off the first couple of draws, I'm super excited because it seems to be packing a lot of flavor, well beyond just the sweet cap. Um, Again, I'm not sure like what I'm going to say out. It's just tasting like this or this is tasting like that, but what it's tasting like is good tobacco. Uh, very pleasant, very flavorful, So, um, even though, this is like a dark wrapper here, definitely not a Connecticut shade or anything. It's dare I say, has maybe a little creaminess to it. You know, like I said, it's pretty easy on the palate. You know, I think this could be potentially based on just kind of the flavors I'm getting. Maybe a Habano wrapper. Um, it's not super dark. My lighting's not great here, but this is not a bad angle to see. Um, I'm gonna say definitely not infused. I'm going to say I would if they come out and say this is going to be one of their infused blend lines, I would be super surprised. I'm super surprised. I would have probably pegged it as some type of extension of the Deadwood line if I didn't know, um, because I think it's kind of it's right in there. Well, I had to jump in here real quick because momentarily this video was I had been shooting in 4:3. It's going to jump to 6:9 because when I recorded the other part of the video, I hit the wrong one, and so it's going to jump to 6. It's going to jump to 4:3, which all the other video was in 16:9. So again, I'm a newbie in so many aspects of this cigars, videos, the whole thing. So my bad, my bad. These things have been in my humidor for I don't know 3 or 4 weeks since I got that pack, sitting on around 68 humidity. Um, so I mean, it's burning relatively straight. It's there's no canoeing or anything. It's not perfectly straight. Ash seems to be very good construction. Not really flaking much. Little flake there, but um, getting getting a little sweet cedar. Um, I can taste that a little woodsy, sweet cedar in this. Um, I definitely don't think also this is going to be any coffee infused, which I already said it wasn't going to be infused. So, but I'm not really getting any coffee notes in this. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked to see what this is actually going to be. What line or is this something new that they're coming out with? Um, Whatever it ends up being, I think this is definitely going to be in the style of cigars that I like, probably a little bit more than the fire. The fire is more traditional, and I'm still, you know, kind of making my way around to those. At least on the daily, that is. These ones are the ones I typically smoke more. Um, when I'm grabbing for one. These are the on the sweeter blend tobaccos, even ones that have the sweet tip. Those are the ones I'm going to. I know that's kind of a newbie trait, and hey, you know, make no bones about it. So so far so good. Like I said, I think they're going to do the reveal of the early access to say what new lines are coming out with. I think it's to commemorate their 30th anniversary of Drew Estate. So I think tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time, they're going to do a live stream, I think on YouTube and maybe a few other places, their website probably too. First for $6 a piece on the early access. So I went ahead and grabbed them up. Never mind that, like I said, True Estate is most definitely my go to. Uh, brand. Uh, when I was at a this weekend. Uh, did a watch a did a lot of this weekend. Watched a lot of Masters. Uh, I'm pretty happy McElroy got his second in a row. That was pretty cool. My dark horse, who I was kind of wishing for, was Justin Rose. Kind of rooting for him. He's gotten close so many times, and again, was it to be? But again, it was, it was it was a lot of good golf played. Watched a lot. Went to a cigar bar. Hung out on Saturday. Um, Chatted with some out of towners. My wife actually accompanied me, even if she's not a smoker of any kind of cigars, but she's I give her a nice glass of wine or something, and uh, she's very tolerant, and she doesn't mind going at all, which is cool. It doesn't happen very often. Um, uh, but yeah, and a lot of times we'll end up meeting other couples there that are there, and typically, if there's another couple there, she's actually smoking too. So we typically find someone just to chat with, and like I said, it's pretty easy. Here in Nashville, because there's so many tourists here that a lot of times we're coming here and people are from out of town, so we just have some common things to talk about. Just asking them what they got going on, and asking us some things about the city. But anyway, I bring all that up because I was at the Monte Cristo, um, down off Eighth Avenue in the in right off of downtown area, and I did pick up. I did. I'm gonna make a video, because this is gonna be a big deal for me. Because again, I do, I'm not, I'm all into these sweet cigars, but I did pick me up a Liga T52 that I'm going to be saving. I think I'm definitely going to smoke this on air. I think this will complete. Like I said, I think this is the top of the line on True Estate, and I've smoked so many of their infused and so many of the Deadwood, and so many of the other lines, and so I feel like this was like the top. And I don't typically pay like $20 a cigar or more, but I did. I went ahead and got this because uh, again. Um, I didn't want to feel like I'm a super Drew Estate fan and say that I am, and then like say, well, I've never tried it. So I mentioned before that I've not made it up to the Legas, but I do have one, and so we're gonna do a whole nother separate video over that. But I'm gonna put this back up and shut my ear. That drawer right there is where all my money cigars are. All my traditional ones that I wouldn't say I'm afraid to smoke them. Um, I'm just I want to really be able to, if I'm gonna like enjoy some very marquee cigar, or something highly rated. It's on the uh, top 25 cigar aficionados list or anything. I want to really be able to dedicate time and not just be smoking it here at my desk. Even though I will smoke that Liga either here or somewhere, but I'm going to do it on camera. I'd like to show that experience and my thoughts on smoking that. But getting back to this early access water, and it's not burning perfectly, and that could be my my humidity has fluctuated just a little bit, um, here and there. In that, typically it's gotten into the upper 70s. A couple of times I'm trying to keep it right around 70, but for whatever reason, it just keeps kind of moving on me here and there. Um, and so I'm still trying to work out the bugs of that. Um, Very good smoke production, which I wouldn't expect anything less. Like I said, I expect this to maybe be a pretty, um, I don't know what I'm expecting, but I think it's going to be something good, and I think I'm excited to see if this is just a brand new, or which they're saying. I don't think it's continuation of any line, at least it's not the Deadwood line, which that's where I would have pegged it right off the bat. So, um, I did want to show. So as it is, it's not burning perfect, but I have not touched this up at all. So I mean, it looks like it. I don't know what we'd call that, maybe a reverse canoe or what, but it's almost. It looks like it's going to self correct with a few more draws, and it'll kind of burn that off there. So that's where we're at. You can see it's kind of going to link up, and then it would be pretty somewhat even at point, so it wouldn't be bad. Um, but anyway, um, one or two things are going to happen with me in a minute. So either I'm going to continue smoking this. Well, I'm going to continue smoking it, but either I'm going to come back when I'm down to like the last third of this thing and just give some more thoughts on it. Um, or or I'm not, or I'm just gonna smoke this and then I'm gonna just say, hey, Cigar guy is signing out uh, on this one. Yeah, see, it's actually connected, so it's actually, I mean, one draw kind of did. So still a little wonky, but well, I'm not going to touch it up just to see what exactly it does. But anyway, again, tomorrow, 7 p.m., um, the 14th. Um, they're going to reveal what these are. I'm excited to hear. I would have definitely pegged it as a Deadwood, or something in that, knowing that it looks like they have clearly come out and said that it's not going to be in that line. Um, so whatever it is, it's a cigar that I think this guy would definitely buy more of, and and would enjoy smoking. Definitely down to like definitely get into that, kind of into that second third now. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna stop this and maybe come back. If I don't, I don't. So, um, y'all have a good one. If you watch this video, any useful information, which I don't know if I gave any useful information other than it's sweet tobacco, sweet tip, and then just a few facts that I found online about them. Um, but anyway, I appreciate that. If you have watched this thing through and you found any useful information, let me know. If you have any feedback, I'd love to have some dialogue back and forth. I do check these videos, um, with my all of 4 followers, which is cool. Um, but yeah, I'd love to interact with more people in that, and any tips, whether it's video, how I'm making videos, or I'm rambling too much, or you know just any useful information that I could use to talk more about when I am doing these videos about describing the cigars. So I really am out this time. I'm out. One more hit. There we go.